Hello, everybody. Welcome to Almonds and Coconuts, where we talk about slice of life topics focusing on traumatizing, embarrassing, and childhood stories from Indian kids living in America. I'm Arjun.
I'm Shiny.
I'm Harshita.
I'm Bhavana. And I'm Hasani.
And today's topic, we're going to be talking about food.
Okay, this is kind of a broad topic, so I might just start off with I guess favorite foods or experiences with food, I guess. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm a vegetarian. So I specifically cannot, and I'm like a religiously vegetarian, so I'm not allowed to touch meat either. Otherwise it's like immense hand washing. That's not fun whatsoever. But I guess because of that, even there's always, at least in areas where I live, I've never really faced anything about being vegetarian. But there's always when you go out for let's say you're going on a trip and you have to eat some type of fast food, and my entire family is also vegetarian along with me. There's always that struggle to find something that doesn't have meat in it, and eventually it's just I don't know, French fries and drinks or whatever.
Yeah, that's the same. I think us two, we're the only two families who are vegetarian. And so, yeah, I get that. It's like we always, whenever we go on plane trips and stuff, yes, there's vegetarian meals, but we always have to pack our own food, on every single trip. We have to, make our own stuff or bring ingredients to cook in the hotel or something. And then it's and then I think, you sometimes hear these rumors, or they could be true, about different restaurants or fast food places reusing their oil for meat and French fries. So we're like, oh, well, we probably shouldn't get French fries from there. And so it's a whole thing. I feel like you have to do your own research before doing anything.
I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm not religiously stopping beef and pork and stuff, but it just we grew up that way, so we just avoid it, I guess. So it's also kind of hard. It's easier for me than it is for you guys because I can actually eat certain meat like chicken and stuff, but it's still hard sometimes because a lot of stuff is beef and pork and it's hard to avoid it.
Oh yeah, I remember I would have many accidents where I would accidentally eat beef or pork because I remember I got barbecue chicken pizza, but they didn't mention that there was bacon on it because the title was just barbecue chicken. It's not barbecue chicken and bacon. So I accidentally ate bacon, and being someone who's Hindu and is not allowed to eat those type of meats, it's really hard to it's kind of you always have to ask people what type of meats are in there because you're never too sure.
Yeah, I think it's just being Hindu in general, kind of there are certain things you can't eat. Even if you're non-vegetarian, you eat meat, there are certain meats you're not allowed to eat. And a lot of those certain meats are things that, people in America adore and love and put on everything. So you struggle to find that. And then when you try to explain to them too, why you can't eat this or why you're like this, they just refuse to comprehend it in their minds. I'm not I'm not who you are. Okay, I'm different. I have a different background. I follow different rules and stuff like that. They just find it so hard to comprehend.
Yeah, I agree. I swear to God, so many times they've thought oh, are you allergic? Is that why you're not eating it? I gave up on explaining to them that no, I just can't eat it. So I just go with the excuse that I'm allergic to it now.
Yeah. And also I feel like I just want to before we jump to any conclusions or anything, I just want to say personally for me, yes, I was born a Hindu, but I also chose to be vegetarian, and I'm very strict with myself. So yeah, it's not like, oh, my parents are forcing me to do this. No, I actually want to be vegetarian and I want to eat like that. So yes, there's struggles, but it's also, I feel like, the risk is worth the reward in a sense.
Yeah, that's true. I think for me, I'm different from you. I have, from my entire family, even my mom's side and my dad's side, we're all vegetarian. So obviously my parents are vegetarian, and that's going to be pushed on to me and my sister, and their values are going to be pushed on to us. And here's the thing, right? When I was younger, it was harder for me to understand why I couldn't eat other things that had meat in it. And then obviously later on as I grew up, I understood why, and now I don't have any complaints. Even in the future, I'm going to choose to continue to be vegetarian. I'm going to continue to be that way. So Okay. You know what? Let's talk about favorite foods this time. Anyone want to start off?
I guess I have random favorite foods. Like some of it's like boba, or that's not really food, but like drink. My favorite food would be like pizza sometimes. It just changes. Like I don't have a specific favorite food. Yeah, same. I just have like too many. I like literally everything, like most things. I'm very picky though. It's hard to explain.
Like you like a lot of things, but you're picky with it. Like it's understandable. Don't worry.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
masala
like
puri slaps, okay? That thing, it's unbeatable. It's such a simple snack, but it has a lot of flavor to it. It's just really yummy.
Wait, what snack was it? Repeat that.
Masala puri, it's like pani puri, but they have like dahi and they have
Oh my god,
curd.
it's in India, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
I just prefer pani puri over that.
Really? I don't like pani puri. I don't
I
it's
love pani puri. Oh my god, street vendor pani puri is perfection. I don't know what anyone says.
I don't like dahi, so
No, I like the Street Wonder one, like the Hershey. They said they're really good because they're like professionals at making it. Like if we make it at home, it's not that good. But, like,
Yeah, it doesn't have that like when they like just when you are about to put one in your mouth, they have another one in your tiny little bowl, and you're like, yo, wait, slow down, I haven't finished. That's another.
Yeah, I feel like it's authentic, but it's also cheap.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite cheap actually. You can get a lot for like literally like for like 10 or 20 rupees. It's quite cheap. Which is like I'm trying to convert that in like American dollars, and that's probably like less than a cent or like close to that if I think about it. Is it? I have no idea.
Well, I think it changes every day, but I believe about 60 rupees is $1.
Yeah, so if we for like 1/10 of a dollar, so like 10 cents. Around 10 cents. It would be around that. Another one, samosas. Oh, so good. I think everyone knows how much I love samosas. Like I openly express my love for samosas. It's so basic if you think about it. It's just pastry and potatoes and peas. But it is one of the best creations that have ever ceased to exist on this planet.
especially
Yeah.
with the tamarind chutney. Is that what it's called? The red one.
The
And
disgusting one, yeah.
bruh, no, the red one is so much
Wait, the
better.
red one's good. It adds a sweetness. Yeah, it's so good. It adds
chutney. What are you guys
I
talking
feel like
about?
I feel like the
love it.
green chutney. I feel like the green chutney. It's not that good because it's very watery.
Right? Yeah,
not
the
that good.
mint
And then the
chutney-
red one.
You have not tried a good mint chutney. That is
well, no, I've tried
Well-
the
well,
same
no,
one as
but-
you before, but like
The
it's
mint
just
chutney
the red
is
one
not.
slaps.
Good, but the
tamarind
red
one
one.
better in
Okay,
my
let's
opinion.
just
Way
put it
better.
like this. The red one really does hit different. It's kind of
does.
sweet, but it's
red.
also like in
Disgusting.
some ways it can
I
be
always
spicy.
throw that away, and I keep the green one. Throw away the red chutney. We are
Bro,
Wait, no,
no,
wait, let's
it's
trade.
so
No, give me the red
chutney
ones,
and
and
do
I'll
the
give you my
red
green ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
I will gladly. I can't fix your taste buds, but I will eat your
It
green.
doesn't need fixing. The red one is far more superior.
That one's
I
better.
think majority
Here, what are
wins
y'all
here.
on? This is okay. You know what? Moving on. Green chutney is superior.
Wait,
No,
I just have
no
Anyway,
way. The
moving
red
on.
one is-
Moving on. Moving on. We are moving on. We're not gonna fight over this. Anyone else want to say one of their favorites?
I have a random question. Like, this is my personal favorite, but I cease to understand why humans don't like it. Like pineapple on pizza, it's so good.
Exactly.
It's one of the wait. No, give me a good pineapple and olive pizza. That's all I want. It's amazing.
I like pineapple. I guess it's
Controversial
okay, but it's not the best. Like I love it's okay. I guess I would say like I would give it like a 8 out of 10 for pineapple.
Excuse
pizza.
me.
Bunch of people have no idea what food is. Oh my god.
I remember in my English class, my teacher was like, whoever likes pineapple on pizza needs help. I'm like, dude, it's the
agree
best
with this
combo.
teacher. Who is this teacher?
I know.
They deserve a raise.
It's so good, but because it's like
It's like,
sweet and
especially-
like
No,
sweet and
especially
salt.
with
It's
other
both, so
vegetables
that's
and stuff.
why-
It's like the whole pizza is savory, but then you get these tiny bits of sweetness, and it really adds to it.
balances out.
Uh-oh.
This
Yeah,
is
and
the
it-
same. This is my
You're not
same
doing it.
argument for. This is my same argument for like samosa and red chutney. Like it's
Red
the
chutney,
same
yeah.
thing. Yeah, red chutney. Okay,
Oh,
sweet chutney. Okay.
we are moving on. We are not going to talk about sweet and that combination. There's certain times where sweet and savory work, okay? And I admit that.
Okay, can we just say samosas are superior and then go on?
Yes, samosas are great. It is the greatest.
I second that.
Exist. I will admit that samosas are amazing. Okay, another one. Oh, I have another question. Who here likes mint chocolate chip ice cream?
Honestly, like, yeah.
Oh my
best
god.
ice cream.
Okay. Here's the thing, right? Mint chocolate chip ice cream. I feel like I would like it if I got chocolate. Like I get.
I know there's so much mint, and then
Right,
there's like
and
a
they say
couple
mint
pieces of
chocolate
chocolate in
Dude, I might as well be eating toothpaste. Like, give me toothpaste. It's the same thing. I don't need
Yeah.
ice cream.
Like I
I
got
know.
mint chocolate chip for the chocolate chips in it. You know what I mean?
Right? Exactly. Like if you're gonna say mint chocolate chip ice cream, give me the chocolate chip. All I taste is freaking mint. Like, if you do get a chocolate chip in your bite, it's like not even for a second. It's like 0.5 seconds, and then it just mint again. I'm like, well, I might as well be brushing my teeth right now. Where's my water? Like,
I don't really like the chocolate and mint combo like normally, like if it's just normal chocolate and mint, I don't like that in the first place. And then just mint chocolate ice cream, not my thing.
I don't like mint chocolate chip. Like, that's just no. Why would I don't? That's like eating toothpaste, man.
Yeah, I like
feel like-
sugar cookies. Those are like really nice.
Those are pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
like
depends.
the cookies that are like that kind of soft. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
they're soft but they're still firm.
Oh, like they're like harder.
Chips Ahoy!
Yes, Chips Ahoy is amazing, and I think
The Chips Ahoy chewy
I'm pretty sure.
specifically.
I also like cookies that are like crispy on the outside but like soft on the inside. I really love those, like Chips Ahoy too.
Chips Ahoy.
Also, Oreos are really good, and the cool thing is they're vegan. So
But does anyone else, when they eat Oreos, do you guys like split it apart and then like the cream
Yeah.
and then eat the biscuits?
Okay,
All the time.
no,
The
I-
biscuit
I-
is the
I
best
only-
part, okay?
Yeah, I don't
The
even
biscuit
like
is
the
the best.
cream. I
Okay,
kind
the
of just
same.
like,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
not-
eat it for the biscuit.
the biscuit is good. Yeah, but what I do is I dip it into the milk, and then I kind of get the
You
biscuit
do the
soft.
whole like thing they do in the
Yeah.
ads.
I don't like dipping it in milk. I don't like milk in general
Me
because
too.
Really, I feel like I feel like any biscuit I eat, I always have to dip it in milk because it's so dry and it's so dry and brittle.
It's dry for me. Okay, here's the thing, right? My personal opinion is I hate milk with a deep passion. Like, you cannot serve me milk on its own, or I will throw it on your face kind of hate. Okay, so
Yeah.
I prefer not to have milk with like I don't understand why people do like cookies and milk. Like, I don't understand chocolate chip cookies and milk either. Like, why would you? Why are you doing this to yourself? Like,
same. I just
Yeah,
don't
but
like.
like I feel like with milk for me, I don't hate it. Well, if you give me just a plain old, glass of milk, I'm gonna hate it. But I feel like, there's some stuff that you can add to milk, and
Horlicks.
those make it better. But they're still like,
Boost Horlicks.
yeah, Boost,
Combine
Horlicks,
it.
all those. I feel like if you add those, they're pretty good.
Secret
But I probably
of
still wouldn't
my
go for them. I still wouldn't go for them on a daily basis. But the reason I put milk with pretty much all my biscuits is because the biscuit is so dry and brittle. The milk adds just a little bit of moistness and flavor to it, I feel like, and it kind of like brings out that flavor.
yeah, for sure. What was that one biscuit called that you dip? It's like this Indian brand.
Parley G,
Parlor G.
Parley G,
I
that
love
was the best.
Or is it the tiger
Milk
one?
Bickies. It's called Milk Bickies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know. Is it the blue and white packaging?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one with, like,
it's
the
the blue
biscuit and then like a
packaging.
splash of milk as the
I'm
cover.
the only one that doesn't put it in milk. I like it on its own.
Yeah, same. I don't
Yay.
eat it with. I don't eat any of my biscuits with milk. I just
I
feel like
don't
it kind of makes
understand
it
why you
soggy.
Yeah. It's like I'm a huge like texture person. Like, the food might taste good, but if its texture is off, I won't like it. So like the whole like sogginess of putting a biscuit in milk is just kind of ruins it for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
I'm
I kind of like it. I feel like I don't like it if it's super soggy, but I like it kind of moist because I feel like that, I don't know, it makes the flavor more prominent for me or something like that. I also like for cereal, I know a lot of people just like to eat it while it's still crunchy. I kind of let it sit there a little bit, not so that it's super super soggy, but so that the milk can kind of penetrate it a little bit, and you get more flavor, in my opinion.
I'm actually kind of like allergic to milk, so I don't really like it. Like the sight of like anything like soggy, it just like makes me gag because I don't like eating soggy stuff. Like it's just not.
Never
No
mind.
one in the right mind would do that.
Nestle cake is too soggy. How are you? Why that cake?
I
is so
know.
bad.
The last time I ate a Trestle cake, I literally vomited. Like it doesn't
They
stay
literally,
down.
it's literally like a cake and then surrounded by milk, and I don't get it because it sits there for hours. And I'm
Touch of it, like milk just spews out. Like I'm like, oh, we're not.
I
For
feel
some
like they
reason,
just
when I
like
was
dumped milk on the cake and then just served it.
yeah. For some reason, when I was younger, I actually liked it, but now just looking at it, it makes me feel really weird because I'm like, oh, that's gonna break apart and squish together.
Anyone here like Trestle besides me, Arjun, and Hasni?
I like Trestle.
I like Trestle too.
Really?
I don't like
I
Trestle.
have a
Hold
question.
on, my opinion.
Wait, I
I'm
have a
no for
question, right?
Trestle.
Wait, I have a question. Why do y'all like it when it like is literally leaking milk?
Okay, I feel like people that don't like milk would obviously not enjoy the cake because it's the milk
but here's the thing.
cake.
Like, I don't understand why you want something that's leaking milk.
I mean, okay, it tastes really sweet. Like I can only handle a small piece. If you have a very small piece, then it's really good. But if you eat more than that, then it doesn't taste very good because it's like really milky. But I feel like a small amount, it tastes really good. I mean, like it's milky and sweet, and
Well,
I
yeah,
can't
for
explain
me-
it, but
For me, with cake, it has to be. I feel like I would love chocolate everything, like just chocolate
Same.
cake,
That's like
chocolate
as much as
frosting,
sweetness
chocolate
as you love.
toppings.
I
Just
I hate
chocolate.
chocolate ice cream. It's too bitter.
love ice cream. Oh my god.
How do you not like chocolate ice cream?
It's literally the best.
It's not milk chocolate. It's like dark chocolate. So I don't.
I
Wait,
love
Shiny, I
dark
actually kind of get you on that one because I like chocolate ice cream, but I feel like if you have too much of it, I don't know. There's just this flavor that comes through, and it's
Okay, here's the
not
thing.
that
Right?
good.
Also, it also depends on the brand. Like I'm a person. Okay, when I tell you chocolate ice cream is my favorite, I literally mean it's my favorite. And there's a difference in brands. Some brands have it a bit more sweeter. Some have it a bit more bitter, and it honestly just depends which one you get. Because some are like, we love that, and some I'm like, okay, this is slightly different from the one that I tasted before.
My
Yes.
favorite are Haagen-Dazs and this thing called Magma. Like they have like the chocolatey. Okay, that's a new word. Like the most chocolate ice cream you'll ever have. It's like chocolate fudge, chocolate brownie, chocolate chip, chocolate ice cream
Okay.
combination. It's so good.
Okay, I have a question for everyone. If you could describe your taste buds within the two words that I'm gonna say, which one would it be? Savory or sweet?
Sweet 100.
What?
Savory 100%.
I mean, I feel like most Indian foods, they're savory.
Savory.
So
Right, okay,
Yeah.
it's so weird because like
Sweet.
okay, my taste buds is I cannot handle too much sweet. I don't enjoy sweet as much. I need like a toned down amount of sweetness. Like the most sweet I'll go is everything full on chocolate. Like beyond that I can't do much. So when it comes to eating Indian sweets, and Indian sweets are like sweet, like diabetic type of sweet, okay? So I always, and it's kind of like whenever we go to like places or like especially when you go to India, like when you go to like your uncles or aunts or like some person's house, they always offer you sweets, right? And I'm just sitting here like spending 10 minutes trying to explain to them, no, I don't eat sweets, sorry, no, I don't like sugar, no, I don't want to eat that.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh no, go have some. And then your parents are like, oh, it's rude not to take something when someone offers it to you. Also, I was just like, instead of getting a bunch of sweets, I would just be happy if you fried a bunch of those mini samosas and then just put them on a plate, because those are like super easy. You can buy them frozen and they're actually really good.
Some good ones.
Like my opinion on it, like if I had to only choose one for the rest of my life, I would definitely go like savory. But if I had to choose like in the moment, I would do sweet.
No, I mean
because
like overall, what is your taste bud? Savory or sweet?
I feel like I like sweet things, but I don't like too sweet. Like people always ask me like why I don't like ras malai or like too many jalebis and stuff. It's like it's too sweet for me.
Yeah.
So maybe savory, but like
well, that's what people don't get. Like I'm not a sweet food person. I don't like
Yeah.
I don't like jalebi. I don't like 90% of Indian sweets.
And also, they're more savory foods than sweet foods. Like if you were to eat meals every day,
Yeah,
you wouldn't choose all
there's
sweet ones.
Yeah,
yeah, there's a wider variety of savory foods, and so I feel like
Yeah.
it makes sense to like those better.
And also, you get diabetes if you eat sweet foods too
like
much.
chicken
So.
sweets are sweet. Okay,
Right?
we're not talking about sweet. We're talking about sweet.
Like once I watched my mom make those sweets and she added like 2 bags of sugar like it was nothing. I was like, yeah, now I know why we have a problem with diabetes.
No, it's like they take a tiny pot of milk and then put bags of sugar into it, and then they let the milk boil off, and then the rest of the sugar is basically the sweet.
And then they wonder why their entire family has diabetes.
It's weird. Okay, now I'm gonna like okay, obviously there's different cuisines in the world and living in like if America, like there's different types of cuisine type restaurants everywhere. There's Italian, Mexican, Indian, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, like so many different types. If you had what would be your favorite cuisine, like out of all of them?
For me, it would probably be Indian just because I'm most used to it. But if I had to choose one that was not Indian or American, my family in particular, we love Thai food.
Ooh.
Like yeah, like the different types of noodles and the yellow curry and stuff. And so we kind of we used to eat Thai out a lot, but then more recently my mom has started making it at home and using recipes and stuff. And yeah, we still really like Thai food, so I would probably go for that.
Okay, Shiny, what's your favorite cuisine?
Well, I haven't ever like I guess you could say I mean I can't say Indian because that would mean I'm biased because I'm Indian.
There's nothing wrong with that. You can say
yeah. All right, I'll go with Indian mostly because I never really ate outside of that. Like it was either like American or Indian. So yeah, I guess I kind of like sushi. So with
and then when you realize that pizza and pasta are all Italian.
Yeah, all right, let's go with the
like burgers and fries. Well, fries is Belgium actually, so burgers.
So nothing is truly American.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say that like America is literally with the people and with even food and culture and stuff. Nothing is truly American unless you count, unless you're talking about Native Americans. So yeah.
True.
For me, like my family, like my parents don't really like trying new things like they only stick with like Indian and stuff, but I'm more of like a try new things person. So I tried this like Mongolian barbecue once, so I'm gonna if it can't be Indian, I'm gonna have to say Mongolian.
Oh, okay, that's different. Okay,
yeah,
let's see, mine. Okay, I think I'm gonna sound so biased, but like I'm going to say Indian just because me being vegetarian, Indian food has the most options and varieties for me. And of course, I grew up eating Indian food. Like I'm used to it and it's normal. But if I was like forced to not pick Indian, it would be Italian. Like I love Italian food, and I went to this Italian restaurant like I think 1 or 2 years ago, and the food was fire. Like it was so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys. What type of cuisine do you guys want to try if you had a choice but never got the chance to?
I want to try like Japanese, I guess, because I've never really tried sushi like in my entire life, and people always say it's like so good. So why not?
Yeah.
This would be any East Asian culture food, like Chinese, Korean, Japanese, because I've seen so many videos and I'm like, obviously I'm vegetarian, so like I don't want to. I feel bad saying like food has meat in it. It looks good, but it genuinely looks good, and I'm like, dang, all these people are saying it tastes so good, but I can't have it. I want to try it. Like I wish I could, but it looks genuinely good. Like, have you seen?
Yeah,
the
that's true.
Oh, it's so visually pleasing to look at too.
Right. You know that Korean dish? It's like I'm still gonna mess up the spelling. I mean this pronunciation. It's like tteokbokki. I said that very.
I know what it is.
Oh, it's like tteokbokki or something.
Yeah, it's rice cake, right? The rice cake.
Yeah,
I saw
it looks so divine. Like just looking at it and all the colors.
I was watching a video of like travel vlogs or whatever and stuff, and apparently that's like something you can just find easily off the street. It's a very street style type of food. I'm like, oh, that looks so good.
I wish we had that nearby here. I really want to try it. It looks nice and
You probably,
yummy.
if you go to a Korean barbecue place, you most likely will see it. You might go,
Mhm.
if you go to Korean barbecue or Korean restaurant, you might see it, bro.
Yeah, hopefully. I really want to try it once.
Yeah, like just like the ads and stuff, they look so good. Like it's like glistening in like the light. It like on the like the sauce on top of the food. It just tastes. It looks like it's gonna taste.
Yeah, but let's be honest, they manipulate everything in commercials.
Yeah, but still, like when you see like people who film themselves eating it, I'm like, oh, that looks so good. I want to eat that. Okay, let's talk about least favorite foods because I think we've been talking about like favorite foods for so long. Anyone have anything that's like their least favorite?
I personally, like I mentioned, I don't really like milk related stuff. So like anything like vanilla ice cream, ras malai, which is an Indian sweet that's made with mainly milk, and then basically any milk related thing, any plain tasting thing.
Okay,
Oh.
shiny.
Let's see. I don't like any type of seafood. So like fish or squid or crab. My dad, he likes to experiment with new foods like Hasani. He would get like, I don't know, get like fish or crayfish or something like that. I remember he ate crayfish once. And just the thought of it, just seeing it, it seems very unappetizing, even the smell of it. So I like anything with seafood. I just don't want it anywhere near me. It doesn't look good.
Let's see. My least favorite. I feel like I have a lot of least favorites. I feel like people point out my least favorite foods more than my favorite. But let's see. Least favorite. Obviously, I mentioned my deep hatred for milk. Very, very deep. What else? I'm trying to think of something. Ooh, bitter gourd. Hate it so much. If it's I don't okay, I don't know how to describe what it looks like, but it's kind of long and a dark green and like the surface of it is kind of very rough. And like it has like it's in the name, it has a very bitter flavor. And my mom makes it all the time for my dad. My dad loves bitter gourd curry so much, and me and my sister like we despise it because of that bitter flavor. Like I don't know if anyone's ever tried it or not. I'm assuming all of you guys have, but I hate like bitter gourd with a deep passion. What is it in Telugu? It's kakarkai.
Yeah.
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 I honestly don't mind it though, because like my mom, like I'm pretty sure all your moms do this too. Like they fry it with a bunch of like chili flakes, not chili flakes, but like spices. Spice.
Yeah,
Yes.
but if it, I
Let's go
don't
with that.
I don't care. Like if I see it in the food, I won't eat it.
Yeah, I feel
I
like for me, genuine or generally, it's like I don't really like um fried vegetables and stuff because it's like my mom sometimes a lot of times she makes just a simple curry with just frying a couple of vegetables. I like the curries where it's either mixed vegetables or there's some stuff added to it to make it like an actual liquid curry. But I don't really like the dry curries. But there are like some exceptions. I like the bendakaya, which I think is lady's finger. Yeah, and then I like potatoes a lot. So other than those, I feel like also cauliflower is horrible. I can't eat it in any circumstance. Unless it's gobi manchuria. I was gonna say, yeah, unless it's gobi manchuria, I hate cauliflower.
Another like vegetable that I can like express like deep hatred for is like bell peppers. Okay, like can someone like it's not good at all. Like I literally vomit at the sight and the smell of it tastes so
Maybe
gross.
I feel like I don't know, maybe it's just the way you've had it, but I feel like the way that my mom makes it generally it actually tastes pretty good. Because she adds like when she makes a bell pepper curry, she adds different types of putties or powders, like spice powders. And then I feel like she just makes it really well. I actually like bell pepper a lot.
Let's see. I was okay. Hold up. I was looking through some like article that's like least favorite foods or most hated foods. Number one is so far. It's not in like a number order, but number one here is beets. Does anyone
Am
like?
I the only one that likes beets? Like my mom,
I
she makes
love
it.
beets.
Yeah,
For
like
me, I don't.
curry. It's so good. The beetroot curry. I don't know. I just really
I
like
feel
it because she makes it.
Yeah,
yeah,
same.
I feel like they have a very very slight sweet flavor.
I
like
don't.
just an aftertaste kind of. I don't know. I actually like them. They're pretty
It
good.
just reminds me of apples, and they taste good. Okay.
I don't like eating it raw because it has sort of like I think it's a bitter taste if I remember correctly, but as a curry, it's pretty good.
don't like it, bro. I don't care who makes it, and you can send me something with beets in it, made by like a 5-star Michelin chef, and I will still refuse to eat it. I just don't like beets.
Oh, for me, I don't necessarily hate it. I don't love it either.
Another one here was tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. Anyone here like tomatoes?
I don't like tomatoes either.
Like, it's so squishy and ugh. Like,
Yeah, I don't like the taste. You know, when you like bite into a tomato and
oh,
the taste of it is, it's not sweet. It's not, I don't know how to describe it, but I just don't like the taste. And it's so squishy. It gets everywhere. And so messy too.
okay. Candy, because I'm in a weird candy mood right now. But favorite candies, anyone? Let's
No,
just
first
start.
of all, candy or chocolate? Chocolate all the way. Okay, like who chooses candy? I just
Okay, here's the thing, right? There's some like favorite candies that I have that are just that good. But I'm a chocolate addict and I cannot choose anything but chocolate. So chocolate all the way, man. Chocolate all the way. I love candy. I really do. And I have like top tier candies that could literally rival with chocolate, but chocolate. Arjun, what about you?
Wait. So I don't know. I was thinking of something else, like, kind of moving on. I was thinking about like breakfast foods. So obviously there's the big dosa versus idli competition. I'm dosas all the way.
Same.
Yes.
I'm dosa 100%. I don't. No one in their right mind loves idli. Okay,
Like,
it's like so soft.
it's soft.
Wait.
But no, I get that. No, I get that it's supposed to be soft. But for me, I love the crispiness of the dosa and the thinness.
Wait,
Yeah, like paper dosas.
there's another type of debate also. There's a
Also,
type of
I
debate.
don't really like upma. I just like the crispiness of the dosa. I don't like idlis, upmas that are like
I don't like
soft.
those either. Hey, finally someone.
Upma, it's just not good.
Upma, like my mom will like fry like the ends of it so like it's crunchy upma. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but like
I get what you mean. Okay, wait. Another debatable question here. Crunchy dosas or soft dosas?
Crunchy, a million percent. Crunchy. The whole
I have
point.
a story to tell you. Okay, you obviously all know my sister, right?
Yes.
She prefers idlis over dosas, and she prefers soft dosa over crunchy.
No, if you want a soft dosa, then all you have to do is have your mom pack it for lunch for school, and then it gets soggy. If you want a soft dosa, take an idli. Dosas are better. The whole point of a dosa is being crunchy. The whole point of an idli is being soft. Crunchy is better, therefore dosas are better. I could write an entire essay with the thesis.
The only time I will ever accept like a soggy, like soft dosa is like if you're eating with like liquid, like sambar. In some cases, I will accept it, but I also kind of like the crispy dosa with sambar.
I don't even like sambar because I feel like with sambar,
I like rasam better than sambar.
I feel like with sambar it's too liquidy because sambar is pretty much soup. Let's be honest, and it's too liquidy. I like chutney, especially thicker chutney, because you can actually scoop it with your dosa, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You can get the chutney instead of just like dipping it and getting like the end of the dosa.
If I had to choose, it would be dosa with chutney. But like if it was dosa with sambar, the only acceptable excuse for soft dosa is sambar.
I like crispy, but there's like this one place in Guntur that they serve soft dosas, but it tastes really good. But like overall, it's crispy. But I don't know, they just make it taste so good, and they have this spicy coconut chutney. Just goes so well together.
Coconut chutney is fine.
Wait, did you say Guntur? Because my dad's side of the family is from there, so.
Oh yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think of like, I feel like there's a lot. Okay, Gulab Jamun versus Rasagulla. I just want to know, like,
Gulab Jamun.
For me, probably Rasagulla. Because here's the thing, I actually like rasmalai. I like milk sweets, but so Rasagulla is kind of similar to rasmalai, and Gulab Jamun, it's like I actually like gulab jamun when there's the rose flavor, when you can actually feel it, but I feel like that also makes it too sweet.
Yeah.
Because it's literally sugar
But,
syrup.
you know, because okay, the Rasagulla sugar syrup is so much better than gulab jamun sugar syrup. Like I'm gonna say that with
I
100%.
feel I feel like the gulab jamun sugar syrup is sometimes it can really be too sweet.
It's basically
So-
like melted sugar if you think of it in a way.
Yeah, it really is. It's just like sugar and water.
I actually like don't prefer either of them. Like if it was like a sweet, but like if I had to choose, it would be gulab jamun because I'm like heavily opposed to like milk sweets. They just make me gag.
Okay, I want to know, does anyone have like weird food combinations? Like if you had told this to people and say you ate it this way, like they would be like, what the heck is wrong with you?
I put vanilla ice cream on top of toast. I don't know. I tried it once and I was like, sure, we're gonna go with
No,
this.
I see it from it. I see it.
Yeah. It's like I was just, like the only thing in my closet, I mean not closet, I don't have ice cream in my closet. I mean like the only thing in my fridge was like bread and then ice cream. And I was desperate. So I was like, all right, it's gonna work. And I tried it. It was not
Happy
too
Pride
bad.
Month.
Oh yeah, happy Pride Month, everyone.
You're like,
What?
yeah, no, the toast is not in my closet. It's out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna I have one. Okay. Everyone knows what Fritos are. It's like that weird corn.
Fritos,
Yeah.
Corn
Fritos,
chips.
they're so bland.
Okay,
I can't.
wait.
They're
I have
of all
something
chips, why
to
would you
say
choose Fritos?
on this. Wait, give me a moment. Obviously, those are like the chips if you buy like the gigantic box in Costco. Those are always those chips that are left last because it's the least favorite for everyone, right? So obviously, me loving chips, I'm like, I want chips, but there's none of the ones I want, and there's only Fritos. So I was like one day kind of bored, and I just randomly thought of putting Fritos and ketchup together, and it's actually pretty good. Like I know it sounds kind of weird, but you should have ketchup and Fritos together. And if you don't like that, try ketchup and guacamole. I mean, not ketchup and guacamole, Fritos and guacamole. Sorry, I couldn't English there for a second, but it's actually like pretty good. It sounds weird, but I swear it's actually pretty good. And then you can eat the ketchup on its own later, because if you like ketchup, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I can imagine Fritos and guacamole.
Another combination, like a weird combination that I have, I don't guess it's weird, but like I have banana and strawberry smoothie with ice cream on top of it, like any type of ice cream. I don't know if this is weird.
I have a smoothie with ice cream. Yeah, makes sense.
That's quite normal, actually. That's like a milkshake kind of vibe.
One of my weirdest combinations is like grilled cheese, like but it's like very like less cheese and bread, so it's like the bread is kind of like sweet, and then I put like Hershey's chocolate syrup over it. Like don't judge until you've tried it, okay? It's actually low-key kind of good.
cheese
It's
and
like
chocolate.
It's good, okay?
Wait.
You can't really taste the cheese. It's like sweet bread with chocolate. It's
Fascinating.
so
Is this
good.
like a messed up version of a French toast or something? Like
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, yeah, I mean, I feel like we could honestly go on and on with the food because we all have, there's a lot to just food itself is a big topic. So we could probably do a whole other podcast on that. But I feel like for today, that's all we have time for. So, everyone who's listening, like, subscribe, follow, do everything if you want to, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.